The digital future, that's something that a lot of people talk about. Well, not really, because people have kind of already assimilated it into their life, and it is something that I personally dislike and have a disdain for when it comes to gaming. So sure enough, we know Warner Bros. Is kind of one of the scummiest companies in the gaming space, more specifically releasing games like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and trying to keep the game alive for whatever, God knows whatever reason, and then announcing that it's going to be shut down. So sure enough, they were way too lazy to actually renew the licenses for games that were developed by them in their own backend of Steam and things like that. And as a result, many Cartoon Network games are now being delisted from digital storefronts as a result. And then I looked up, because I actually completely forgot to buy, well, I'll just go down the list. OKKO Let's Play Heroes, Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, Steven Universe Save the Light, and Steven Universe Unleash the Light. Now this is on Steam so far, and this was a couple of days ago of me recording this. So Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, I was like, crap, I totally forgot to buy that game. So I checked out the store right now, the day that I'm actually recording this, and it's not there. So what I was gonna do was check out Google and see, okay, if I check out the shopping tab, are there any places that are selling Samurai Jack Battle Through Time? Had a quick look, and it was selling for like 120 USD, and I'm like, what the heck? This is more than double the price of what it originally was, which I think it should have been about 50 USD or something to that extent, digitally speaking. So again, the fact that like games are coming, I'm glad that at least some games do have some amount of physical copies, but if a game had no physical copies whatsoever and the digital versions were getting delisted for licensing reasons, then that's just absolutely no way like something that should be deemed as acceptable in any way, shape or form. But at least something that Steam does is they say they have the sort of message. Wait, hold on. Oh no, this message is directly from Cartoon Network games. Okay, so they optionally put up messages on Steam store pages to say blank will no longer be available for sale after December 23rd, 2024. Thanks for playing Cartoon Network games. Because I thought that the one exception was going to be Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, and for this exact reason that's being mentioned here in this PC Gamer article. The one exception is Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, which is published by Adult Swim Games, but Adult Swim Games is a division of Cartoon Network, so the separation seems entirely a distinction without a difference. Which absolutely sucks, and this also comes down from the fact that I feel like Cartoon Network may very well be no more because of what we're about to see here. The takedowns come just a few months after Warner closed the Cartoon Network website, shunting people to its Max website instead, and follow a bunch of removal of a bunch of Adult Swim published games earlier this year. One big difference is that advance notice was provided in those cases, and the rights to at least some of the games being removed from sale were instead handed back to their owners after an outcry. In this round of removals, the notification that it was happening seems to have been given as it happened. The games being removed from sale, however, have been around for a while and don't seem especially large player bases, but we liked some of them when they were new. So Samurai Jack Battle Through Time for sure was definitely one of those games, and sure, I probably should have bought it by then, but it just sucks that that is the case, so I'm gonna have to pay way more money to try and buy a physical copy if I can get my hands on one. Fingers crossed that I'm actually able to. Actually, come to think of it, let's have a quick look. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. So if I go to the shopping tab, because last I checked it was like, yeah, Switch version's hitting at, okay, that's $91. That's actually not too bad. But then you've got like, you know, 600, 300, 300, 170. I'm after the PS4 version specifically. So if I were to do that, you know, you got like $200 here. There's actually not a lot given that they only made it through limited run. That sucks. What the heck? Okay, it's 200 in my local currency. It's 150 USD though. Oh wow, that sucks. Delivery free. Yeah, it better have free delivery given how expensive some of these things are. But yeah, I guess it just kind of goes to show that like the whole like used game market just really sucks, all things considered. Granted, I don't think people are in the mood to get a GBA game of all things when you could probably download and emulate it fairly easily, but again, it just kind of comes down to, you know, things like this being more of a service problem, because if the game was available for me freely, able to purchase and download, then I probably wouldn't have, you know, thought twice about it. And then of course you think about stuff like licensing, but that's just, you know, stuff that was like made up on the spot by people who own the IP in order to try and make more money out of everything. So I suppose that just is kind of what it is, and there isn't really much more that I can really say about it. Let me try here. So if I try Samurai Jack Battle Through Time PS4. Okay. There's quite a few. What's this one? A plus graded, $2,500. Holy crap! Hell no, I'm not gonna pay that. But anyway, when games get delisted and there are physical copies available, this is the kind of thing you should expect to see and hear when some of these things sort of happen. The prices for physical copy games that are available through, you know, third-party retailers or stuff that's just, you know, provided from places like eBay or whatever have you, Amazon. Ultimately, it's just way too damn expensive and not even worth paying for half the time. But if you really want to get a collector's item, which is what it seems to be now at this point, rather than just being able to sit down and actually play the game, which is what I want to do, we're kind of left with no choice but to, you know, pay an absolute premium in order to even get a hold of some of these games. So yeah, this is kind of the unfortunate, I guess, downstream turn of like games being delisted and the price of physical copy games just skyrocketing as a result. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video, like to subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of next year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.